Good morning children. वेलकम बैक यू ऑल टू लेसन 3 पार्ट 4। बच्चों आप सबको पार्ट 3 प्यारा गांव में चौथे भाग में आप सबको स्वागत है। इसमें हम भारत सरकार किसान के जीवन में किस तरह बदलाव लाने की कोशिश कर रही है ये हम पढ़ेंगे। तो हम पहले गांव में कौन रहता है, किसान क्या करता है, ये सभी जान गए ना। उनका जीवन किस प्रकार होता है हम सभी पढ़े हैं। अभी हम इस भाग में भारत सरकार के किस तरह हम उनको सहायता कर रही है। देखिए किसान हम पढ़े हैं ना, किसानों को खाद बीज आदि खरीदने के लिए उधार पर लेना पड़ता है, जिसका फ़ायदा महसूस उच्च दर का ब्याज लगाकर उठाते हैं। किसानों की फसलों को सही मूल्य नहीं लगता है। अशिक्षित होने के कारण किसानों को अपने अधिकारों का पता नहीं होता है और उसके अधिकारों को जमकर शोषण किया जाता है। आर्थिक स्थिति खराब होने से बहुत से किसान आत्महत्या करने पर विवश हो रहे हैं। सो चिल्ड्रेन, व्हाट आर द प्रॉब्लम्स फेस्ड बाय द farmers? Like you see, for buying fertilizer, seeds, they all need money, but being poor, from where they'll get? So they have to depend upon the landlords, where they'll give money for high rate of interest. As they are uneducated, they don't know how the value of money. So what these landlords, they are cheating the farmers in very bad way, and sometimes whatever having land they are taking away forcibly. And what are their what are their values they are unable to know. Why? Because of uneducated. Sometimes the position is like that they are sometimes making atmahatya means what children, they are taking steps for suicide. So seeing this all, the government has come forward. First thing is they are providing free fertilizers and free seeds to the farmers, so that they need not depend upon the landlord. So when they are giving free of cost what fertilizers, seeds and all, so now they need not depend upon the landlord. So now the government, they are giving them free this. So by this, the first step the government has taken is to provide what children, to provide free of seeds. And now next one, now to make them educated. So what they are doing, so the farmers work for full day in the fields. So when they'll go for school, for learning, so for that the government has opened night schools for them, so that after the entire work is over, they come gather together, they sit in a place where they are making educated, they are making to know the farmers how they used to new way of techniques. Why? Because in olden days they used to plow with the help of ox, and these all they used to fetch water. And now the third one is they are giving loans. Who? The government has taken another step. What it is children? Sarkar unko paise कम ब्याज में दे रहे, मीन्स दे आर गिविंग लोन्स at the rate of very very less interest. So sometimes when the situation it is too worse, even the government is asking them not to pay the interest. So like this, now the government has taken another step, so that the farmer can live happily and they need not depend upon the children? Landlords for money. Why? Because whenever they are not having money, they are going for landlords. Another great step taken by the government is, now the farmers are telling, as we are poor, how can we send our children to school? For that is the reason, for sending their children to school, the government is given free, no fees, and they are providing books, and some they are even providing afternoon lunch to the children, so that all the farmers children can send happily their children to school. अपने बच्चों को बहुत खुशी से स्कूल भेजने के लिए सरकार ने क्या किया बच्चों? मुफ्त में पुस्तकें दी है और उनको दोपहर में भोजन का भी प्रबंध कर रही है. What is the next step children? Now they need not, for everything they used to depend upon the landlords for going. Why? Because they don't know where to, if they come to town, they don't know where to sell the product. So for this government has come forward. सरकार ने क्या किया बच्चों? जो भी किसान उगाता है वो स्वयं खरीद रहे हैं सरकार, ताकि उनको सही समय में उनको पैसा मिल जाए, so that they need not depend upon the landlords, or they can get money on the spot with रीज़नेबल रेट्स। वहाँ पर ज़मींदार क्या करते थे बच्चों, उनको बहुत कम रेट में खरीदते थे और वे खुद जाकर बहुत पैसा में बेचते थे। अब वो नहीं है। अगला देखिए, दे यूज टू डिपेंड फॉर ऑक्स फॉर प्लॉविंग द फील्ड्स। अभी ऐसा नहीं है, सरकार क्या कर रही है, ट्रैक्टर्स दे रही है, ताकि यू सी चिल्ड्रन व्हेन द वर्क इज डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ ट्रैक्टर इट वर्क becomes very easy and fast, isn't it? Which works get soon faster, children, the plowing the fields with ox or with tractor? विथ ट्रैक्टर ओनली नो। सो क्या करते हैं, ट्रैक्टर के पीछे जो भी चाहिए, सिफर सोइंग द सीड्स, अनेक तरह के मशीन आए हैं, उपकरण आए हैं, जिसकी मदद से उनका काम बहुत ही जल्दी हो जा रहा है। देखिए, तो सरकार इस प्रकार किसान को किस तरह से सुधार, अपने उनके जीवन में सुधार लाने के लिए क्या क्या कर रही है बच्चों। पहले किसान को साक्षर बनाने के लिए रात को स्कूल खोले हैं। सो to get them educated so that they need not be cheated with the landlords, the government has opened night schools for them. उनको मुफ्त में बीज, खाद आदि दे रही है। Miss what children, they are giving free seeds, fertilizers, pesticides so that they can protect the fields. उसके बाद क्या चिल्ड्रन, सरकार आधुनिक तकनीक का प्रयोग करने की विधियों का प्रयोग करना आदि समझाना, मीन्स हाउ टू यूज़ द लेटेस्ट टेक्निक्स सो दैट दे नीड नॉट डिपेंड अपॉन द ओल्ड वंस, so that they can grow food fast and they can work very easily instead of working too hard. और उनको कम व्यय में पैसे देना। So what is the next step children? The government is providing loan for them, so at very very less rate of interest, so that they need not depend upon the landlords. You see, आधुनिक देखो ऐसे इन सभी कारणों से अभी किसान को क्या साक्षर बन गया है, मीन्स व्हाट, ही इज नाउ एजुकेटेड so that he cannot be cheated by the landlords. So why? Because they are facing since from several years, these farmers, they are facing lot of problems with the landlords. Why? Because they are the supreme of the village, and whatever, if they are having any small problems, they have to go to the landlord, isn't it? So इसके जिम्मेदारी अपने जमींदार के पास ही जाना क्या है, पैसे के लिए, कुछ भी हो, कुछ भी खरीदने के लिए, अपने सामान भेजने के लिए, कुछ भी हो, इसके लिए उनको ज़रूर उन्हीं के पास जाना पड़ता था। अभी भारत सरकार ने देखो, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने अनेक प्रकार की बीमा स्कीम्स दे हैव बीन गिवन फॉर द फार्मर्स, सो दैट उनको कभी कभी उनको घर खराब होने से घर भी दिया जा रहा है ताकि वह अपना जीवन खुशी से बिता सके। और वो अपने देखो, many farmers, why they are migrating to cities children, why? Because they are not having work on the fields. That's why the government has come forward. देखो, किसान के बच्चों को पढ़ाई के लिए उनको मुफ्त में पुस्तक, दोपहर का खाना आदि का प्रबंध करना आदि, means for this children, now the farmers are telling that as we are poor, how can we send our school children to school, and they are taking away to work in the fields for money. For that the government have come forward. It has been given free books and for sometimes school bags, so uniform, and now even lunch at the afternoon, so that they need not go for वर्क, दे कैन गो फॉर स्कूल एंड स्टडी हैप्पीली। किसान के द्वारा उगाए गए पदार्थ को सरकार स्वयं खरीद कर उनको प्रसन्न करना, मीन्स एट द टाइम व्हेन दे आर प्रोड्यूस, व्हेन दे वॉट एवर दे हैव बीन produce, they need not go for the market. The government itself is coming forward to buy all the product done by the farmers and at a reasonable rate, so that they need not depend upon anybody to sell their product in the market. And on the time they are giving the amount so that the farmers can live happily. गांव के जमींदार से उनको मुक्त करना. Why? Because from years together, their generations, they are working slaves under the village landlords or village heads. So for this, when the government is providing all types of facilities, when now they are educated. Why? Because in olden days, suppose they used to give 100 rupees, they used to add one more zero so that it becomes 1,000 rupees, and even that they'll be paying continue the interest, and the interest will be going on, they will be paying, and the money which they have taken loan, it will be as it is. Why? Because they are poor, they don't know what is what. Now from this all help the farmers. The government has given many lot of schemes to the farmers so that they can enjoy the life. See the small in villages like goldsmith, blacksmith, carpenter, potter. These all where they happy. They are living in villages only. They stay at villages. Now lack of work, children they are migrating to cities as labor. So children, from this all we can tell किसान है अन्नदाता, किसान है देश की भाग्य विधाता, किसानों को की मदद करे, देश के विकास में योगदान करे. Children, not only the government, even we public, why? Because they are the annadata, they are providing food for us. Not only the government, even we can also come forward to help the farmers. Why? Because without farmers there is nothing for us. Okay children, this is the end of the lesson 3. In next part I will give you the question and answers. Thank you children.